What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Wings Everything. Yes, you are back in my kitchen with your boy Spinelli for another easy and simple recipe. Now, in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make fried cabbage with sausage and bacon. Yes, this dish is so good. Easter is coming up, and guys, what are you taking to the dinner? This fried cabbage. So I hope you're in your kitchen. I'm already in mine, so let's go. All right, so here are the ingredients we're gonna use for today's recipe. Let me tell you what we have. We're gonna use some cabbage, which is the star of this show, some black pepper, we got some fresh thyme here. We're gonna use some Creole seasoning, some crushed red pepper flakes. Now this is optional. If you don't wanna use crushed red pepper flakes, that's fine. Salt, some W sauce, red wine vinegar, paprika. We're gonna use some garlic, bacon. If you don't want to use bacon, you can omit bacon too, or you can use turkey bacon. 1 onion, red pepper, green pepper, and we're going to use smoked sausage. So these are the ingredients, guys. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I've already measured out our ingredients. So let me tell you what I have here. So right here, I have 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. I have a teaspoon of that W sauce there. I have 2 teaspoons of salt here, 1 teaspoon of Creole seasoning, 1/4 of a teaspoon of chili flakes. I have a teaspoon of pepper here. I have a teaspoon of paprika here. Now, guys, you can adjust this the way you want. Like you could use 1 teaspoon of salt, or you don't have to use salt. It just depends on what your taste level's like. This is the way I'm gonna salt mine or season mine. So guys, adjust it as you see fit. I have 1 teaspoon of thyme. I have 4 garlic cloves. Now I love garlic, so if you want to dial back and put about 2 garlic cloves chops, then that's fine. I have 4 here. I have 1/3 of a cup of green peppers, 1/3 of a cup of red peppers, and 1/2 a cup of onions. I have 14 ounces of smoked sausages. I've already sliced it. And right here I have about 8 strips of bacon sliced. Now again, guys, you can use as much bacon or less bacon as you want. It's up to you, but I use 8 slices. And right here, what I did was I cut up a head of cabbage. Now this is not all of it, of course, but I couldn't put it all in this one bowl. So, but this is how I sliced it up like this. So you're gonna get some pieces like this, like that for your cabbage. All right, so these are the ingredients, guys. So let's go ahead and move on. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just going to add just a little olive oil, not much, and we're gonna get that heated up. Just about 45 seconds, let it heat up. And we're gonna go ahead and add our bacon. And we're just gonna cook this until it's crisp. All right, guys, it looks like we're there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to pull these bacon pieces out of the pot rather. Gonna sit them in, we're gonna reserve them for later on in the recipe. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna melt about 3 tablespoons of butter. All right, what we're gonna do now is just start adding our veggies, and we're gonna saute these for about 5 to 7 minutes. All right, guys, so you see I had to change pans because actually I was meaning to change the pans after I cooked the bacon, because of course that much cabbage was not going to fit into that little pan, so I changed it out and put it into a bigger pan. Now, if you have a bigger pan, like since I'm not at home at the moment, I don't have all my cooking cookware, so I have to use what I can while I'm in the Airbnb or what they have provided. So I'm waiting on some of my cookware to arrive so I can use while I'm here. So anyway, I changed pans, guys, so you can use a pot like this, or if you got a bigger pan, you can also use that. So we got about probably another 2 minutes getting these onions and pepper sauteed. All right, so it looks like we're there. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're just going to add our garlic. So we're gonna put our garlic in here, and we're gonna let this cook for another 2 minutes. Just gonna move it around. And all right, what we're gonna do now is we're going to start adding our seasoning. So right here we have our salt, pepper, paprika, chili flakes, and Creole seasoning. So we're just gonna start adding this stuff in here. Well, let me get it all mixed up. Like this. So right now I'm just gonna add about a tablespoon right now. All right, we're gonna reserve the other to later. And we're gonna go ahead and add our red wine vinegar. And we're gonna mix this up here about 30 seconds. And now we're gonna add our sausages. And we're gonna go ahead and let these bad babies start cooking. And we're gonna let these cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. All right, guys, so now it's time to start adding our cabbage. And you want to add it in batches. You know, it's all going to wilt down, but you want to add it in batches. So we're going to add our first batch there. And I'm going to go ahead and start adding some of our second batch. It's just going down. And the way you could do that is you could just cover it up and it'll go ahead and wilt on down. All right, so I've added our, the last batch, I guess you could say the third batch. And we're gonna go ahead and let this cook for about 10 minutes until it turns a slightly brownish color, all right? All right, guys, so we're gonna move this around. We're about 6.5 minutes in. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna add our Worcestershire sauce or your W sauce. And we're gonna add our fresh thyme. We're also going to add, remember we had some more of that seasoning left. So we're just gonna add just a little bit of that seasoning like that. And we're gonna give it another mix. And we're gonna let this cook for another about 4 minutes. And we're gonna be there, all right? I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so we are there. So the last step we're gonna do is we're just gonna add our crispy bacon here on top like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this plated up, guys, and I'll be right back. And there you have it, guys. Fried cabbage with sausage and bacon. Now, if you're looking to take your cabbage to the next level, this is the recipe for it. And you already know you are the person that in charge of the cabbage for Easter dinner. So guys, go ahead, check out the recipe in the video description below. The measurements, the ingredients, the links to the ingredients if you don't have any of them are in the video description below, along with that all wings, everything merch, guys. Also hit that applaud button, support the channel. I really appreciate everybody who's been doing so. So let's go ahead and get into quality control because I know that's what you guys want to know. Yeah, I want to know how this tastes, so let's go. All right, guys, so it's time to do some quality control. Take a look at this right here. Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna let you guys know what it tastes like. Oh man, this is a fulfilling recipe in itself with the sausages and the bacon, oh, the peppers, all that stuff. Let me take a look at that. Woo. Wow, this is good. Flavorful. Woo. You guys gonna love this. I can't stop eating it. It's good. Until then, I'm your cook, Spinelli. All wings. I'm not gonna even look at y'all because I'm still trying to eat. All wings, everything, and I am out. Peace.